Hey golf fans, this is early 1981 and welcome to my all-time favourite golf course on PGA Tour 2K21. And as you can see, it is Carinthia Club Austria, designed by the very talented and one and only Arctic Fury. This course has everything a player looks for in a round. So let's have a look at the course settings. As always, leaving everything at default. Fairways and greens are normal. The green speeds are medium fast. Time of day is afternoon and the weather is overcast. We do have 3 tee options. We are swinging from the gold tees, which are playing 6,845 yards. And as always, pin set number 1. Now, if you haven't already done so, guys, please make sure to smash the subscribe button. And if you do enjoy the content, please leave a like. So here we are on hole number 1. This is a really testing opening hole. If the wind is kind to you, you can reach the second part of the island fairway in one. And I'm convinced with this 2 mile per hour wind, we can certainly take this on. There's a perfect, and that should hopefully carry the little stream and kick hard right into the centre of the fairway. So we can now comfortably reach this green in 2. This truly is a risk-reward golf course where strategy is the name of the game. So let's see if we can draw this 4 hybrid from right to left into the centre of the green. Hazards everywhere if we do miss this shot. There is another perfect. That ball's turning beautifully. And look at that for a scenery in the setting of the first green. That's going to leave me a slight uphill putt for the eagle. But the first time I did play this course, I was absolutely blown away. The golf was secondary. I was so distracted from the views and the layout of the course. Let's see if we can drain this eagle putt. We've certainly got the weight, and that has turned right at the last second for us. And what a way to start the round here with an eagle. I think that's the first time I've eagled this hole, especially on master swing difficulty. So hole number 2, this is a really difficult tee shot, depending on how you want to play the course. As you all know, I'm a very aggressive player. So I'm going to try and draw this once again and try and find the left-hand side of the fairway. Oh, that's a red fast. That could well be in trouble. We're going to be fortunate if this finds the fairway. That tree really helped me out there, and I've really gotten away with one there. But sometimes fortune does favour the brave. That's left me 145 yards, down 27 feet, so 9 iron should be made for this with a little bit of backspin. Horrible lie at my feet, but that is going to be a regular occurrence in this golf course. Very undulating fairways. That's a fantastic swing. That ball's really shot off to the right hand side due to the slope at my feet. Really didn't expect it to turn from left to right as much as that, but it is going to leave me another uphill putt. Green speeds are 162. I don't think I've hit that firm enough. I have hit it firm enough, sadly just didn't have the read. And that is going to be our first par of the round. And that will keep me at 2 under par. Now this must be one of the most scenic par 3s or holes on the entire game that you will ever see. It really is remarkable. Look at the rock work. That stream or tiny waterfall, whatever you want to call it, cascading down into the pond. My pitching wedge should be made for this shot. I'm just going to apply a little bit of backspin and try and really attack the flagstick here. Anything left of the pin should work out as well. We got the perfect. That wind is going to shift me. This is right on target. And that's a fantastic approach shot. That is going to guarantee me a tap-in birdie. And with that, I do move to 3 under par. But what a fantastic tee shot that was. But I think this is one of the courses that I could play 4 rounds on back to back easily and still not be bored. There's so many ways you can play this golf course. So try to draw the tee shot once again from right to left. That 2 mile per hour wind will help me as well. There's another red fast. That really did not feel like a red fast. We almost clattered into that tree there, just caught the branches. And that's left me a difficult pitch. There is a backstop if we are long, so I'm going to try and be longer off the pin rather than short. I think the gap wedge should be made for this, just applying a good bit of backspin. This should come out fairly hot. It's not the worst of lies. It's a tiny slow, and I tell you what, that's really came up short. I was expecting that to be long off the pin, but it has left me a chip-in opportunity from 10 yards out. I'm just going to fully attack this with a the sand wedge. Tiny slow, and with that we just come up short right, and that is going to be a disappointing par there, because if you do find the fairway off the tee shot, it's nothing more than a pitch or a wedge into the green depending on your wind. Hole number 5, this is the first of the par 5s. Very difficult tee shot here. I'm just trying to take this down the centre off the fairway. I'm sure the fairway kicks from right to left. So this time it's a red slow. Now that came from me trying to slow my swing down there after the red fast on the previous tee box. That is a member's bounce, but we did know the fairway was kicking from right to left. Certainly going to reach this in 2 comfortably. It's a short course, but like I say, tricky. 5 wood should kick on from the fairway here. There's a tiny fast, but that's probably going to work out in my favour now. This ball should kick firm up onto the dance floor and hopefully set up another eagle opportunity. That's really running on well. That's a fantastic approach shot, and that's just playing the environment to my advantage there. It's another eagle putt from 21 feet. There's not a lot of movement in this. Surely that turns. It is starting to turn. It's got the weight and we've got the read, and what a fantastic eagle. Our second off the round, and with that I do move to 5 under par. Now hole number 6, this is drivable in favourable wind conditions. With that 6 mile per hour winds in my face, I don't think I'm going to be able to take this on, sadly. Let's have a look at the yardage book. What's the carry I need? 295, 298. Nah, no way, not into that 6 mile per hour wind, so I'm going to have to lay up here. I think 5 iron is going to be good, and that should leave me nothing more than a wedge into the elevated green. Tiny fast there, but this is going to kick right off the fairway. I'm sure those of you who have never heard of this golf course, you've clearly been living under a rock, but you can see how easily distracted you are with the scenery and the environment in this golf course. So backstop there if we are long, which I won't be. This should be bang on yardage to tease the pin. Oh, not with that tiny slow. And once again, look at the punishment. That's coming up way short and right. I really needed the perfect there because I was so close to the yardage. There was no room for error. But let's see if I can chip this in with a gap wedge. Not the best of lies at my feet. Just applied a little bit of topspin here to give it that extra run out. That's a tiny slow. It's going to come up way short now. I really expected that to run out a lot more than what it did. So full concentration required here just for the par. Really not played this hole well at all after the tee shot. But that is a solid up and down for the par save. And I will remain at 5 under. I've really not played this course in about 4, 5, 6 months. So it's quite refreshing to return to it. Now I'm going to try and draw this to the left hand side of the fairway, taking this tree out the equation. There's a tiny fast. I don't think I could have played that much better. That is now going to ensure an easier approach shot into this elevated green. But it really is a risk-reward golf course. If you play this well, you will be rewarded. But on the other hand, if you don't play it well, you're going to be punished. I'm just in between clubs here due to this downslope at my feet. I don't think 7 iron's going to get there, you know. Let's go 5 iron. I'm just going to apply a little bit of loft and a good bit of backspin here. Try and land it short of the pin. Now this should release out. That's really leaking left. That should get a good firm kick up towards the flagstick. That's a good approach shot. I would have liked it closer there. But it is going to give me a good look from 18 feet for the birdie. This one's uphill, so we can be pretty aggressive. Clearly turns from left to right. That should start to turn. And that's another fantastic putt. Really putting well so far this round. Long may it continue. And I do get to 6 under par. Once again, another stunning par 3. This time the green's way below our feet. So I'm going to go 9 iron. Good bit of backspin. And try and find the right hand side of the pin. There's a perfect. Slight pull in my swing. The ball should kick left here. And hopefully leave me another makeable birdie opportunity. Shouldn't be much turn on this. There's not. This time from 11 feet out. There's the Austria flag just to the right hand side there. Lots of Easter eggs in this golf course. It's another good putt. It's another fantastic birdie. and we do move to 7 under par. Hole number 9. This is an uphill dogleg right approach shot. I'm just going to take on the left centre off this fairway. I don't think I've got the legs to carry the hazards on the right hand side, especially not with a red slow. I just cannot get my swing timing off the tee box. That's probably going to kick into the bunkers, and this is now a really difficult position to get up and down for the par. As you can see, green way above us, 61 feet to be precise. I don't think 4-iron gets there. Let's have a look at the hybrid. I'm just going to fully loft this up, and hopefully we get over the lip of the bunker here. There's a tiny fast. That's going to get a firm kick and probably kick into the bank. It's done exactly that. Still a lot of work to do to get the par save here. But this situation just proves how tough this course can be. Especially with wayward shots, you are going to be punished. So let's see if we can chip this as close to the pin as possible. I'm just going to apply a little bit of topspin with a gap wedge here. This should get a firm bounce and hopefully run out. There's a fast. The yardage is going to be good. Starting to turn towards the pin. And that's a really good shot there. Fantastic recovery shot. It all but guarantees the par here. Oh, that turned late. I was going to say that's not going to turn, but it did eventually turn into the side of the cup. So solid front 9, 7 under. Could have been better. But hole number 10, it's another difficult tee shot here. Let's get the driver. Water and play down the left hand side. Heavy rough and play down the right. Very tight fairway for master swing. I'm just going to fade this from left to right. Oh, it's a baby slow, and with that fade I'm probably going to kick into the heavy rough here. Really needed the perfect there, to be honest, but I did push my swing line ever so slightly to the right as well.
We're in the deep stuff. You might need a club or two extra.
Convinced 9-iron gets there. Going to play the slope at my feet. There's a perfect. Now this should kick hard right and start to swing round towards the pin. This is only going to get better. Surely it comes off the backstop. I really expected that to work its way down towards the flagstick a lot better. I do have a birdie opportunity, this time from 20 feet out. That's got a chance. It should turn. It is turning. And once again, what a fantastic putt. It's the only thing that's been consistent so far in this round. My approach shots and putting today has actually been really good so far. Been really inconsistent off the tee box. On another day, with a favourable wind, you would be taking that on, but it's such a hard green to land. It's an island green, firm conditions. Probably 5 times out of 10 you kick into the water. But just going to lay up with a 5 wood. That will leave me nothing more than a pitch shot over the river or the pond, whatever you want to call it, over the water. But this should be a pitch shot. I am going to be hindered by this slope at my feet though, sadly. Tell you what, that's too close for comfort. I could de-loft this, but that slope at my feet, that's too tight. I'm going to have to go 9-iron, full loft, full backspin, and try and spin this back. Tiny slope. Tell you what, that needs to go. That needs to go. That just fails to find the green. That's really disappointing. I thought my yardage was bang on there. Maybe that tiny slow just killed me. But I do have a chip-in opportunity just from the fringe, which we do convert. And that is going to be another birdie. And I do get to 9 under par. Hole number 12. The par 3s in this course, by the way, are just sublime. They really are fantastic. I'm just going to try and use that slope that you are seeing to the right of the pin. I'm going to allow this wind just to drift me from left to right. 4-iron should be made for this, by the way. Oh, it's a baby fast. That's going to take a more direct line now. This actually may work out. I think it's going to be a little bit too long, though. It is going to hold the green. It's not the shot I had planned for. But it's another birdie opportunity. 16 feet out. This is going to turn from left to right. It should start turning. It does start turning, and wow, the putter is red hot so far this round. I do move to 10 under par. Hole number 13 is going to be a short par 5. It's a downhill tee shot and then an elevated approach shot. But I'm going to try and shape this. Just applying a little bit of fade from left to right. Try and find the right hand side off the fairway. Oh, there's a slow. That's going to be in the heavy rough. And it looks like I could be obscured by these trees as well. Just not find my rhythm off the tee box at all today when it comes to the driver. And I'm just going to try and hit 3-wood here. Try and fully de-loft it with full topspin. Keep it below this tree line. And hopefully get there in 3. Oh, look at the bounce that took. It just killed the yardage. Should be nothing more than a 9-iron. Into this green note. It really is an easy hole. I've made a mountain out of this hole. Oh, it's a tiny slow. I was hoping to kick it on from just short of the green. It may get up to the front of the green for a chip. It has done. Really needed a perfect there, but not played this hole at all well. Let's see if we can chip it in. No. Just applying a little bit of topspin to this sand wedge. Playing the slope. We get the perfect. That's got a chance. It's turning though. Oh, it's turned a lot more than I gave it credit for. Sadly, that's just going to be a par. For me, that's one of the easier holes on the course, especially if you find the fairway off the tee box, which I'm just not doing enough with a driver. Hole number 14. Just going to be in between clubs here, so I'm going to fade this from left to right. See if we can fire this right at the pin. But look at the scenery. It really is remarkable. That needs to get down. It's a fantastic execution. Oh, that's going to run out. And with the firm, fast greens, the ball has ran into the fringe. But it's another chip-in opportunity, this time from 6 yards out. Oh, it just misses on the left-hand side with that grey fast. Disappointed after that tee shot. We executed that really, really well. It's a solid par though. And with that, I am going to remain at 10 under par. Hole number 15. You've got to lay up here. The green's across the other side of the rock. 3-wood's probably still going to be too much. Let's go 4 hybrids. Probably going to be a 4 hybrid and then a 3-wood in. Fairway is going to kick me right here. It's going to be a tough approach shot. Anything left of the green, you're going to be OB. It is going to be 3-wood, but I'm going to have to try and shape this a good bit. Full loft, playing a huge draw shot here. Try to find the centre of the green. Oh, there's a slight red fast. That's going to be bunker bound. Needed the perfect there. And this isn't the easiest of bunker shots here. 78 to 86. That doesn't have the yardage to get there. We'll go gap wedge. Full off, full backspin. Attack this pin. Go, go. Oh, it's a fantastic recovery shot. It is going to guarantee me a birdie. We do get to 11 under par. On another day, we could be 12, 13, 14 under. Just not played well on certain holes. But look at this for a hole, guys. This is probably my favourite hole of the entire course. Quite a difficult long par 4 this. You need to find the fairway. Taking us down the left centre. And I'm still going to have a lot of work to do to get into the green here. Or get close to the flagstick. Fantastic tee shot. Not been enough of them with the driver. But look at the views past the green there. It really is magnificent. It's like what do you call that, eternity pools where you just see water. This is like an eternity green where you just see the forest and the mountain. And what a fantastic approach shot that is. Couldn't have played that any better. I have been rewarded with a tap-in birdie from 4 feet, which we do convert, and that gets me to 12 under par with 2 holes remaining. Another scenic par 3 here, across the water, surrounded by rocks. Another island green. Sand wedge is made for this, full backspin. Let's play the slope at the back of the green here. Just past the pin. This ball should spin all the way back. That's a baby fast. That shouldn't affect me too much. This is tracking well. This should spin all the way back. There's a spin kicking in. This could be a hole in one, you know. Get in the hole. It's just going to come up short, but what a fantastic tee shot that is. We do get to 13 under par. And we step on to the final hole of this absolute fantastic golf course. Like I say, my favourite of all time on PGA Tour 2K21. It's a pretty straightforward par 5. There's another red slow. I cannot put my finger on my swing timing today off the tee box. It's been so inconsistent. And that has now left me a lot of work to do because I'm at a tight angle. 3-wood's just going to be a little bit long. So just lofting this up. I'm going to shape it as well. There's a perfect. That's leaking a lot more left than I would have liked. It's going to find the bank. It may kick out though. It doesn't. It's sat down really quickly in that deep heavy rough. But let's see if we can chip this one in for the eagle. At worst, we should be finishing at 14 under here. Playing the slope. Oh, it's a red slope. That may come up short, you know. It's not came up short, but it's came up way right. That was a horrible execution. Fortunately, it's not the most difficult of putts here for the birdie. That should hold its line. It does. So there we go, guys. We do finish with a birdie, and that is a 58 14 under. But what a fantastic golf course. It really is magical. If you did enjoy this video, guys, please make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.
I had a great time out there. Hopefully we'll see you again real soon.